Well, welcome back to the program there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's comic books and, whoops, coffee. Okay, let's see who we have today. It is, Lego City, Fix That Truck from 2012. This is a Scholastic book written by Michael Anthony Steele. Okay, let's get into this book now. See what we have here. Lego City, Fix That Truck. Crash. Today is going to be so cool, said Eric. I'm finally big enough to help you and Dad at the Lego City garage. It will be fun, said his sister Amy. I remember the first time I went to work with Dad. Any of you guys go to work with your dad? Today, Amy will have to show you what to do, Dad told Eric. I lost my best wrench. If I don't find it, I won't be able to fix that truck before the owner returns for it. Uh-oh, where's that wrench? Don't worry, Dad, said Eric. I'm big enough to help with lots of things. There he is. Okay, first Amy showed Eric how to remove a tire. Check it out, Amy said, Eric. I'm big enough to do it myself. Eric gave a large tire a hard tug. He quickly lost his balance, and when the heavy tire came free, Eric and the tire bounced toward a huge stack of tires. Uh-oh, he said. Uh-oh. The tires flew everywhere. Look out, shouted the mechanic. Whoa, 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 yelled Eric as he bounced across the garage. This kid's on a roll, yelled Steve. Yee-haw! Eric grabbed the wiper just as it started moving. It sent him through the air. Ah, Eric yelled as he soared across the garage. Whoa, shouted Steve. I didn't know Eric could fly. Eric was dizzy and a little embarrassed, but his sister helped him back up. I guess I wasn't big enough to help after all, said Eric. That's okay, said Amy. Let's try something a little easier. Have you found your wrench yet, Dad? Amy asked. No, and I'm getting worried. If I don't find it, I won't be able to fix that truck in time, said Dad. Amy and I will make sure to keep an eye out for it, Eric said. Dirt bikes, Eric said, excited. Can we work on those? Sure, said Amy. Amy said, I think that's a great idea. Airing up tires is easy, Amy said. Why don't you go and get the air hose over there? Almost got it, said Eric as he pulled on the end of the hose. It's stuck. Be careful, Amy warned. Crash! Oops, yelled Eric as he knocked over several cans of oil. They tumbled to the ground and oil spilled everywhere. Oh no, said Eric. I guess I'm not big enough to do this either. I have an idea, said Amy. Why don't we work outside for a while? Okay, said Eric. The garbage truck needs to be cleaned before it's picked up, Amy explained. Do you think you're big enough to wash it? Eric smiled. I sure am. It turned out that Eric wasn't big enough to wash the truck after all. Oh, he shouted. The water shot him into the air, and the hose whipped him about. Water soaked everyone nearby. Amy helped Eric towel off before they helped the other mechanics mop up the water. It looks like I'm not good at anything, Eric said. You're doing just fine, his sister said. My first day was much, much worse. I thought he was big enough to do all those things, Amy told Dad, but I guess he still has some growing up to do. At least he's big enough to help clean up. I'm less worried about Eric and more worried about my missing wrench, said Dad. Without it, I can't fix that truck, and I'll be in a lot of trouble. Eric spotted something shiny under a work table. He dropped his mop and got on his hands and knees. He was just small enough to crawl underneath the table and reach it. It was Dad's missing wrench. Dad, look what I found, shouted Eric. Your best wrench was under that little table. Looks like you were just the right size for that, Amy said. Way to go, son, said Dad. Without this wrench, I couldn't finish my work. Now I can finally fix that truck. And that was the end of Lego City. Fix That Truck. That was a Scholastic book from 2012. Well, I hope you enjoyed that reading. It was a nice quick one. And as Papa and Eric always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.